Most people assume they would know if their dog was heartbroken. They wouldn't. The 7 signs are already happening in your house. They look exactly like normal dog behavior, and most owners have seen at least one of them today. Sign 1 is the one you're most likely to reward by accident. You're sitting on the couch. Nothing is happening. No loud noise, no strangers, no chaos. And your dog yawns for the 3rd time in 2 minutes. Sign 1. Excessive yawning or lip-licking in calm situations. Most people read that yawn as tired, relaxed even. It isn't. A 2014 study in applied animal behavior science identified lip-licking and repeated yawning as displacement behaviors in 89 dogs during stress exposure, physical outlets for internal conflict the dog has no other way to express. These aren't random. They track with cortisol. Your dog isn't winding down. They're managing something they can't name. The moment you've been sitting there assuming everything is fine may be the moment they've been quietly signaling that it isn't. Stop. Get on their level. Offer calm, slow contact, a hand resting still, not a pat. That one shift tells them the pressure has lifted. The guilt in this one is real because it looks so ordinary. But that's exactly what makes it the sign most owners reward by accident, by doing nothing. Sign 2 is the one that looks like affection. Sign 2, sleeping facing away from you or moving their sleeping spot entirely. Dogs are den animals. Proximity to the pack isn't comfort, it's safety. When your dog starts sleeping with their back to you or migrates to a different room at night, that's not independence, that's emotional retreat. The distance is the message. Don't chase them or force contact. Instead, ask what changed in the house recently. A new schedule, a new tension, a new routine. The withdrawal follows a stressor. Address the stressor, and the proximity returns. Sign 3. Following you room to room but never making eye contact. There's a difference between a dog who follows you because they want to be near you and a dog who follows you because they're afraid of what happens when they're not. The tell is in the eyes. Research on attachment distress in dogs shows that anxious proximity seeking looks almost identical to secure bonding until you check whether the dog is actually connecting with you or just tracking your location. No eye contact means the second one. When they follow you in, acknowledge them. Say their name. Don't ignore the follow just because they seem fine. Sign 4. Sudden loss of interest in food or play. This is the one most owners accidentally punish, rotating through 3 new food brands, assuming it's pickiness, getting frustrated when the bowl sits full. But appetite suppression in dogs is documented as a physiological response to elevated cortisol and grief-adjacent stress states. The food isn't the problem. Something in their emotional environment shut the appetite down. Changing the bowl changes nothing. Finding what shifted, the loss, the change, the tension they've absorbed from you, that's what brings the appetite back. Don't skip sign 5. It's the one that hits hardest, and it's almost certainly happening in your house right now. Of the 4 signs so far, which one have you already seen in your dog? The yawning, the sleeping distance, the silent follow, or the appetite drop? Drop your answer in the comments below. Sign 5 is where this gets harder to ignore. Sign 5, whale eye, or turning away from your touch during interactions that used to feel completely normal. You reach down to pet them the way you always have. They turn their head. The white of their eye shows, a crescent of sclera visible in the corner, the head angled away while the gaze stays locked. Most owners read that as stubbornness. It isn't. It's a nervous system signaling that something about this moment has crossed a threshold. Research from Eötvös-Loránd University on canine body language identifies whale eye not as a calming signal, but as an active stress response. The dog is trying to reduce pressure without escalating, turning the head to break the interaction while still monitoring threat. That threat, in this context, is you. Not because you're dangerous. Because something in the relationship has accumulated enough distress that a normal touch now registers as a trigger. Punishing the avoidance makes it worse. The head turn is the dog asking for the pressure to stop. Honor it. Step back. Let them reapproach on their own terms. That one shift, removing the trigger instead of correcting the response, is the only thing that actually works. Sign 6. Destructive behavior that happens only when you're gone. This one goes back thousands of years. The ancestral wiring dogs carry from wolves treated separation from the pack as a survival-level emergency. That wiring didn't disappear. A 2025 study from the University of Bristol on separation-related behavior found that destruction, chewing near doors and windows, tearing objects, occurs almost exclusively in the owner's absence. It isn't defiance. It's panic with nowhere to go. The fix is not punishment on return. That punishes the dog for being relieved you're back. One concrete step: build a consistent departure routine. The same short sequence of actions every time you leave, so the dog's nervous system learns that your absence has a predictable shape. Predictability lowers the panic. Sign 7, the one that will change how you feel about every ordinary moment you share with your dog. Your dog's cortisol tracks yours, not your behavior, your internal state. A 2025 study on dog owner cortisol synchrony found that when owners carry chronic stress, their dogs carry it too, mirrored in their own stress hormone levels across time. Your dog may be quietly heartbroken, not because of anything you've done to them, but because of everything you're carrying that they can feel and cannot name. The guilt in that lands differently. But so does the fix. Presence, not perfection. You don't need a new routine or a training protocol. You need to actually arrive in the room with them. All 7 signs: the displacement yawns, the sleeping distance, the silent follow, the appetite drop, the whale eye, the solo destruction, the mirrored cortisol. None of them are training problems. They are relationship signals, and every single one responds to the same thing: a calmer, more present owner. Your dog has been telling you. Now you know how to listen. Subscribe if that changed how you see your dog's silence, and watch this next.